Good morning. It's March 31st, 2011, and I'm not using a tripod. I do have one. I'll just try to hold the camera steady. I just got up fairly recently, about half an hour ago. There was no more coffee left. I don't drink coffee every morning. I'm not a daily coffee drinker, but that's just really typical, you know. I'm like a piece of furniture in the life of my spouse, you know. I'm kind of philosophical about it because this is my third marriage, and this marriage has lasted a long time. And I'm just, you know, I'm useful. You know, I cook and I make sure that things get done around here. And, you know, on the other hand, he does too. You know, he goes out to work every day and he holds the purse strings and all that. Maybe when you get to be my age, you'll giggle a little bit about it all. So it's my third day kicking tramadol, and it's been really hard. I would like to thank a YouTube viewer who contacted me and let me know that tramadol really is highly addictive, and I was reduced to only one pill a day back in about November or something. And I was going through withdrawal every afternoon. It was very unpleasant, so I went to see the GP about it. And he was just like, oh yeah, sure. I guess you're going through withdrawal, all right. Yeah. You know, what a jerk. So I just said, well, that's it. You know, I'm just going off of it. And he said, well, it's going to be really hard. And I said, I don't care. So I just left. Oh, doctors, you know. So what I'm doing, besides talking too much and smoking, is there was a, you know, when I turn on my screen on the computer in the mornings, there's a news story. They're usually really dumb. I don't always look, and they are in French. Now this one is about how life, there are bargains over in England. Now this is in French, so I'm just going to skim through it. This was in the FIGARO. I thought, well, I'm probably going to be mentioning, I skimmed it, I looked at it quickly, and I thought to myself, well, I'm probably going to be mentioning it on YouTube, and people will be like, oh, well, where is it? You know, I don't have a printer, so I can't print it out. So I'm going to read it with you and maybe post this. It says that that life in England is about 34% less than the average of European countries. And the study was done by something called Kelkoo, and they looked at 11 European countries. And they use a panier d'achat, that means a basket of goods and services. And I don't know what's in the basket, okay? Don't ask me, okay? This is just junk news on the internet. It says that their panier was composed of 124 products among 12 categories, and in the 11 European countries they compared things. And they said that with regard to food, the England, United Kingdom, has the most interesting prices, with a basket about 34% less costly than the average of all the countries studied. They found that Germany was quite good, less than 17.5% with regard to the others. Italy quite good, less than 17.3% than the others. Sweden less than 16.4%. Belgium less than 13.9%, and France less than 12.4% than the average. They say that in France, French ne sont pas au rendez-vous pour tous les produits. Okay. They said, well, it wasn't evenly distributed for France as far as products go. Game consoles were 15.5 more expensive than in the other countries studied. Now that would be of interest to some people. I think games are totally stupid. I did play 2 of them last year. But my strategy was going to be that I was going to allow myself a whole year to play a couple of video games, and I did it, and I got it out of my system, and I stopped. All right. Let's see. It says that Denmark is the most expensive, with 83.2% above the average of the 11 countries looked at, followed by Norway at 47% and the Netherlands at 8.7%. They said to compare with the United States, Kelkoo did a study on them. They said that products are much cheaper in the United States than they are in England, with a basket on average 35.4% less expensive than the average of the 11 European countries studied. In the United States, a car is sold on average at 17,778 euros against 53,464 euros in Denmark. A difference of 201%. I did notice that cars were very expensive here in France when I moved here in '94. Let's see. I'm speaking very slowly. It's first thing in the morning, and I'm withdrawing from. It's the 3rd day of kicking this tramadol, and I think I have a slight cold. But you know, you can't tell when you're kicking something. You just feel lousy. You get the sniffles and everything. Can't get warm. You know, shivering under like 6 blankets. You know. Okay. When you do this, you have to scoot down. Let's see. I think they talk next about cross-border purchases, perhaps by the internet. The role of France is discussed. Oh, I don't really understand this. Well, I think you get the idea. See, there's no way I can save this or print this out, as far as I can see. Is there a way? My eyesight is getting really, really bad. Okay, here's some comments by people. I don't have time to go into that, and I'm sure you don't either. Americans still are the least taxed nation on Earth. And remember, it's a big planet. There are a lot of countries. Some are very advanced. Some are relatively backward by Western standards. About 50 to 52% of everything that you earn in France, you do eventually lose. You know, there's a tax for having a roof over your head, even if you live in a trailer or you rent. There are property taxes. There's a TV tax. There's a VAT, which is, you know, it's different. I mean, a raw vegetable in the green market has a different rate of taxation from, say, you know, a packet of cigarettes, or let's see. Oh, there might be a €5 coin. Okay, well that's it. I hope you found this interesting. Thinking about Japan and a lot of other things, and I'm just aching all over. Bye.